To say that I have had more than a few watches pass through my hands in the last few years would be an understatement. And truth be told, I have wanted to keep just about every single one of them. But of all those watches, there were just two that genuinely hurt my soul to send back. One was the Hanhart 417 ES, a watch that is nearly perfect in every single way. The other, Christopher Ward's Belcanto, a watch I have wanted to add to my collection since the very first time I saw one, but is just a little bit outside of the budget for what I would consider an occasion watch. Well, the stars aligned for me on one of them, and now the 417 ES is one of my favorite watches in my entire collection. The Belcanto, that dream is very much still alive, and the reason that I feel the need to tell you that when it comes to Christopher Ward, I am a bit biased. And no, that doesn't mean that I automatically like every single watch that they make. But with that said, this is the Christopher Ward C60 Trident Biscay. And out the gate, I am just going to tell you, I absolutely love it. And I am talking this one may just be number 3 that hurts my soul when I have to send it back. I do want to put it out there that this watch that I have in the studio today is a prototype. Christopher Ward mentioned that it could have flaws that the version that will be released commercially will not have, but to be honest, if it does have them, I have not found them yet. I also want to mention that if you have come here for one of those typical on format BS, the good, bad, and ugly videos where the reviewer looks for something negative to say so they don't seem biased, well, it is not going to happen. Because 1, I have already told you that I am biased, and 2, in my opinion, this watch may just be the best skin diver release under 2K of the entire year. And for those that may not know what a skin diver is, let me take you back to the 1950s when Jacques Cousteau gifted the world the aqualung, making diving a widespread recreational sport. Now with commercially available rubber swim fins and face mask, it wouldn't be long before people were exploring the ocean with no more than a breath of air. This style of diving became known as skin diving, and with it, the need for a dive watch to match. Not the big, thick, overbuilt divers designed for professionals, but a watch designed for the recreational diver. Slimmer, smaller, lighter. By the 1960s, the skin diver had become one of the most recognizable dive watch designs in the entire world. And that is the DNA that we are talking about today, and the Biscay nails it by looking like it just climbed straight out of 1965, but with one caveat, the heartbeat, chronometer grade. Yup. Inside is the Sellita SW300-1 that is COSC certified. We are talking -4 to +6 seconds per day with 56 hours of power reserve. I want to stop for 1 second and back up to a statement that I made earlier. Let me reiterate. In my opinion, this watch may just be the best skin diver release under 2K of the entire year. And it is the movement that I believe seals the deal. The case is one of Christopher Ward's very well-known light catcher cases that has been reshaped. 39mm across, 11mm thick, including the dome sapphire crystal. 11mm on a modern automatic diver with 200 meters of water resistance. The bezel is a new design as well, and one of the very first things that stood out to me when I got hands-on with this watch. It just feels and looks good. Christopher Ward has changed the tooth profile to make the grip more aggressive, and just take a look at that matte finish. This is the point where I want to start pointing your attention to the dial and the indices, but while we are on the bezel, just feast your eyes on this. Oh, you thought the Biscay was alone? Well, say hello to its little friend. Christopher Ward has decided to also release the Biscay with a GMT complication that is available in 2 color variations. My pick is the Coke-bezel, and in fact, it is my pick from the entire lineup. I could do an entire video on that watch alone. SW330-2, again, like the standard automatic, COSC-certified. Both like the time only, available in 39mm and 42mm. To top it off, Christopher Ward has launched the Biscay in bronze, one that they say is not the industry standard and, quote, offers significantly greater resistance to seawater corrosion, wear, and erosion while retaining the unique character that has made bronze such a popular watchmaking material. All versions are available on rubber or leather straps, or you can pick one up on a Bader bracelet, which has the new tool-free eye-link system. For the last week that I have been wearing it, I have chosen to wear one on an Arkland field strap. One, because I think that this watch works perfect on this strap, and the other is because I am the co-founder of Arkland Straps and needed to find some place in this video for a shameless plug where I tell you to go and check us out. So if you would like to support the channel, check out Arkland Straps. I will be sure to leave a link in the description. The dial has a granular sandy texture with big applied Arabic numerals at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 that for me just works on this watch. The rest of the hour markers are baton shaped, and I don't know if I can do a good job showing you this, but take a look at the indices. It appears to me that about 90% of the length is brushed, and as you get to the end, they slope down at around about a 30-degree angle. Those angles are polished to match the polish on the hands and Arabic numerals. Just take a look at the way they play with light. The Lume Super-LumiNova Grade X1 that has a custom pigment to look aged like radium. Now, all of us have seen watch companies try to do this and fail miserably, but not the case here. To me, this looks incredible. And the Lume Trident secondhand is nothing less than pure icing. I'm going to give you guys a lume shot, but I want to put it out there that I still have not properly figured out how to record one. This is the reason why you hardly ever see them in my videos, but I went ahead and recorded one on my iPhone so I could at the very least show you something. So my final thoughts. Over the past few years, the vintage vibe has struck a nerve with the watch community, and with that, the Skin Diver has reemerged as a must-have dive watch. The options are limitless and the prices range from a few $100s to tens of thousands. So, as Christopher Ward would say, do your research. For me, the Biscay GMT with the Coke-bezel is a winner. And speaking of GMTs, I want to take a second to give a shout out to my friends over at Santorce Collection on the release of their new GMT line. If you follow the channel, you know that I am a big fan of not only the watches, but the people behind the brand. I will be reviewing both of these models in next week's video, so if that is something that you think you would like to see, make sure to hit that subscribe button and follow along. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. I am James, this is Blue Collar Luxe, and I will see you in the next one.